Hello everyone, it is Mr. Chaos back again, and I'm here to do another reaction video. And it's Saturday, so you know what that means. New episode of MLP Season 6. And today I'm going to be reacting to MLP Season 6, Episode 6, No Second Prances. Now I'm very excited for this episode actually, because a while ago I saw the preview for this episode last Saturday from Brony DE, and Trixie is going to be in this episode. So Trixie will be returning. And the preview sort of says that Starlight is going out to make some new friends, and the new friend she makes is Trixie. I can see this episode going one of two ways, but I'll discuss that after the reaction. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, play.
First lesson of the day, we very carefully set the table without using magic, so that...
Well, she already blew that one.
Did you? How? When? What?
Did you? How? When? What?
No magic. You were supposed to do it by hook so I could work in a friendship lesson. Oh, I heard set the table and just kind of went for it. Well, if you hadn't used magic, you'd have heard me say, this plate represents your head, this spoon is your heart, and the knives are sharp. Always be careful with knives.
Yep, a childhood lesson we all learned. Don't play with knives, kids.
Setting the table. Should I change it back? I just want to make sure you're ready for this dinner. Princess Celestia will be joining us tomorrow night to see how the friendship lessons are going. If it's just you, me, and Princess Celestia, why are there 4 seats? Well, the whole point is for you to bring a new friend. That way the princess will see for herself just how far you've come. And how good a teacher you have. Well, I can't choose. I like all your friends. That's the best part. You have to make a new friend. New friends?
Oh,
Maybe I'll just force friendship.
Oh, there's another big test for Starlight Glimmer.
Starlight? Kidding. My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure. Tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Do you know you're all my very best friends? Let's see. Make new friends in Ponyville, the friendliest place in Equestria. Shouldn't be hard. Need to make a new friend, huh? I know just the pony for you. Ms. Starlight Glimmer, meet Mrs. Cake.
Oh, we get to see her again.
How are you, dearie? Are you baking? Can I help?
Hey, Twilight said no magic. Or, oh, okay, that's actually nice.
New friend, meet you.
New friend, I like the sound of it. Howza, wowza! Oh, are you trying to put me out of business with your fancy magic thingy? What's a cake?
No. What?
Sorry.
Well, what bad luck.
In her defense, it is delicious.
I think I have just the pony for you, Starlight. Meet Big Mac.
Yep.
He's not much of a talker.
Nope.
Oh, that's too bad. I love a good conversation.
Yep, you did something! Whoa, what's happening? I feel really
Oh wow, Big Mac is talking more again. Nostalgia of the 17th episode from My Little Pony Season 5.
Annie Apple awoke and accidentally ate an auburn azalea. Ah! Make it stop!
It can't be be friends with some.
How come everywhere Starlight goes, whenever she uses magic, everything goes wrong?
Shouldn't be to magically command ponies to act the way I want them to. All right, I'll change it back.
The trick to finding a new friend is to render yourself radiant. First impressions count a great deal, you know.
I'm glad you all got past my first impression.
Well, every pony deserves a second chance. Now, I have a top-notch idea. I'm thinking pastel silk here and here, with crinoline underneath.
You really think a new outfit will help me meet ponies?
Oh, with the right outfit, you can do anything, darling.
When will it be ready?
3 weeks.
Dinner's tomorrow.
Well then, how about a hat from the clearance bin?
Ah.
Maybe not.
No pony's gonna make friends with you because of your outfit. The only thing you want a new friend draped in is coolness.
Like you?
Yeah, but you already know me, so... Spitfire!
Spitfire.
Only the Wonderboltiest pony in the Wonderbolts. Come on, I'll introduce you. You coming or what?
I guess my first question would be, what's a Wonderbolt?
You've never heard of it?
That face. I mean, that.
Enslaving villages, I guess.
Right.
It looks like one of those cartoonish expressions from Disney.
But probably not what Twilight had in mind. What is going on? This is Ponyville. If I can't make a friend here, there's got to be something wrong with me. Okay, calm down. Nobody makes friends with a total stress case. Stop stressing. Stop stressing!
Yeah, that's the right reaction.
This is just what I needed.
Tell me about it.
You ever have one of those?
That's Trixie, right?
For me,
Because I can tell by her coat, it's blue. So that must be
I'm gonna
Trixie.
start coming here every time I visit Ponyville.
I'm not from here either. I've been trying to make friends, but it's not easy. They're not saying it, but I think every pony knows about my past. I may have been a tiny bit completely and utterly evil.
Ponies judge me on my past too.
Yeah, that's Trixie, I know it.
Finally, a pony I can relate to.
So yeah, having a friend to relate to is very...
Spoon, strawberry pick. I'm beginning to think that after friendship, the greatest magic of all is proper silverware placement. Twilight, guess what? I made a new friend. That's fantastic.
Ah, here's the part from the trailer.
She's great. Great. She's powerful.
Powerful?
She's
Hello, princess.
Trixie?
I like how Starlight's face is still like very wide smile, while Twilight's face is like, oh no.
There are differences. What matters is Twilight gave me a second chance, and I appreciate it.
That face.
So, what brings you to Ponyville?
The great and powerful Trixie has come to perform a new stage show of grand illusion. I am calling it the Humble and Penitent Trixie's Equestrian Apology Tour. That's kind of a mouthful. It's a working title.
Starlight? A moment. Over here. I know I said make friends with any pony, but, well, with Trixie's past and your past, I'm not so sure she's the best first friend.
I can sort of see where Twilight's coming from in this situation.
Right? Of course. It's just, she wasn't the nicest pony. Well, you did say any pony, and I just assumed that you'd trust me to make my own friends the way Princess Celestia trusted you. You're right. I trust you. Just be back in time for the dinner.
Thanks, Twilight. You won't regret it.
I hope not.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
This magic show's gonna be the greatest thing Ponyville's ever seen.
Oh, even bigger than counts as Color Achura's The Magic Inside song? I highly doubt that.
Every pony always says they'll give you a second chance, but deep down, they never forget.
That's what I'm worried about. What is it?
I heard what Twilight said about me, and she's right. I wasn't very nice. So I'd understand if you didn't want to be friends.
Are you kidding? You're the first pony I've met who has any idea how I feel.
Can you keep a secret?
What are friends for?
The things I've done, I did them because I was jealous of Twilight. She's just the best at everything, and I wanted to beat her at something. Your secret's safe with me. Thanks. Want to help me unpack my wagon? I spend a lot of time on the road with my wagon, so it might be a tad messy.
Maybe I can help. I'm pretty good at organizing
That doesn't sound very
Washed crowds.
sanitary. I'm sorry, we gonna edit that out. Twilight is at you. Just go.
I'll catch up. I think there's something in my hoof.
Sure, the wagon's
Twilight,
ready.
get out of here. You trusted her.
So, how's it going with your new friend?
Great. Thanks for asking in a completely not creepy way.
Because, you know...
Yeah,
if
totally not
for
creepy.
any reason, I could introduce you to my friend here.
Bush.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you.
No, you can come out now.
Vinyl scratch. Oh yeah.
Is it right? DJ Pone 3'd be the perfect friend for tonight.
Her name is Vinyl, but whatever.
With Celestia. You know, if you decide to make a last-minute change.
So, back at your castle when you said, I trust you, you meant, I don't trust you.
Who can really say? Who said what? I know I can't. Can you?
That's bullshit, Twilight. You know what you said.
I'm just trying to look out for you.
I appreciate it, but you're wrong about Trixie. She's just like me. We have a real connection.
That's kind of what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, I can see where she's coming from. Derpy! Okay.
Please, Twilight. I know you're trying to help, but I need to make friends on my own if I'm going to become a better pony.
Yeah, you need to give her a sense of independence.
Trixie's the one to help you with that?
Wow, Trixie was right. You're not really giving her a second chance. I wonder what that says about
Yeah,
how
just
you
like
feel
my-
about me.
Somebody never gave me a second chance. You didn't hear that from me.
Now he'd be perfect.
This episode is both relatable and actually a very good, well,
I was thinking, you said Twilight is better than you at everything, but that's not true. You're better at magic.
Only when I'm wearing a soul-sucking evil amulet, so I don't think that counts. Funny story. Don't need to get into it.
I meant stage magic.
Well, of course. Great. Yes. Powerful, obviously. But I'm not the best. As great and powerful as I am, there's one trick I've never been able to do. The Moonshot Manticore Mouth Dive.
oh, is that like her version of like the Sonic Rain Boom or something?
Houdini.
Houdini?
Blast yourself into
Why does that sound so familiar?
hungry manticore.
That sounds similar to like the
After
Houdini
the weapon
line.
swallows you, you magically step out of a box on the other side of the stage. Completely unharmed.
That sounds very...
Dangerous.
I was gonna say cool.
I knew I liked you for a reason. I don't know
Bro.
how you did it. If I tried it, I'd get chewed up and swallowed by that manticore.
Not if you could use real magic.
Obviously. Way to rub it in.
No, I mean, I could help. You could start the trick, and right before you got chewed up, I could use magic to save you and make you appear in the black box.
I guess that would work. But if you made one mistake, I'd be a goner.
When it comes to magic, I don't make mistakes. Maybe I could be your magic show helper pony.
We call it assistant in the magician biz, and no pony's ever offered to help before.
Well, I'd be honored.
You may have just made my great and powerful magic show even better, which I didn't think was possible. We're gonna blow them away tonight.
Oh, I can't. Tonight's
Why does that
the
poster look so
second
fan-made?
Dinner with Twilight.
Oh.
Can I vent for a minute?
What are friends for?
Even after Twilight says she trusts me, she clearly doesn't trust me enough to choose my own friends. I guess you were right. No second chances.
I wish I could say I was surprised. Well, lucky for Princess Twilight, I have my magic show tonight. If you have to go to the dinner, I completely understand. I just hope I find a way to survive the Moonshot Manticore mouth dive without my new assistant.
Guilt tripping.
Starlight Glimmer should be here any minute. Any minute now. How about I introduce everyone? Our friendship lessons are going so well. She made 3.
I would have thought that.
She
Oh
has
my
such
God,
great
Twilight.
I don't
She
know
did
where
not.
She would have learned that.
Starlight Glimmer? I thought you said nose hair trimmers. What's going on? I'm hungry, and my nose is too hairy.
Cranky Doodle, you're so funny. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna check the kitchen.
Twilight, you're better than this. I thought you would have learned your lesson after lesson 0. Oh, I like the flags there. I like the Starlight Glimmer and the Celestia flag.
Starlight Glimmer. I'm looking for her. Trixie.
Revenge for not trusting her.
Trixie's equestrian apology tour?
Ain't that a mouthful of molasses?
It's a working title. This is gonna be the greatest night of my life. Excuse me.
In a way, I sort of applaud Starlight for doing this because that is payback to Twilight
You
for.
just decided to skip our dinner without telling me? Are you aware that at this very moment, Princess
Screw
Celestia
off,
is
Twilight.
waiting for you
I
at
mean,
the table?
not like that, baby.
Exquisite silverware placement? Yes, but this is exactly why I didn't want you to make friends with Trixie.
Whoa!
You still don't trust me. But guess what, Princess? It doesn't matter if you want to give me a second chance or not. Starlight had to choose between you and me. And she chose me. Your pupil chose me. So, I win.
You win? That sounds like you just made friends with me to beat Twilight.
Exactly. I mean, no. I got caught up in the moment. I like you. Beating Twilight is just a bonus. Oh, saying that didn't help, did it?
I should have known. No pony else in Ponyville wanted to be my friend. Why would you?
Wait! It's not like that. I am your friend. Oh.
Well, you won. I hope you're happy.
Looks like the great and powerful Trixie is back to a solo show.
Trixie?
Which is exactly the way she likes it. Thank you, Princess Twilight, for getting rid of that annoying pony who wanted to be my first friend. I am not sad at all. I definitely don't feel like my heart is breaking into a million pieces. Come one, come all. Come and see the pathetic and friendless Trixie's way to go, dum-dum. You really took this time repentance tour.
I should not be laughing at this, but
It's a working title! Behold, your fears come true. A pony-eating Manticore.
she gonna commit suicide or something?
The great and powerful Trixie will be performing the Moonshot Manticore Mouth Dive.
Of course, Fluttershy can't look.
Save your gasps for when I defy the beast's jaws of doom and appear inside that black box. I was supposed to perform this trick with my great and powerful assistant, who was also my great and powerful friend.
Starlight, when I first came to Ponyville, Princess Celestia gave me room to make my own decisions and my own friends. I need to give you the same freedom. I shouldn't have tried to
just now?
for you. Just like me, you have to make your own decisions and your own friends. But
Just like I can't make mine.
Trixie really was using me just to one-up you. From what I've seen, she's the real thing. But it's not my place to judge. It's all up to you.
Starlight, if you're out there and you still want to be friends, let's be great and powerful together. Please? Behold, the patient and powerful Trisky.
Trisky?
And now, I'm proud to introduce my great and powerful assistant and best friend, Starlight Glimmer. Trixie, what do you want?
I was wrong. And I'm sorry. And I have to hand it to you. I could never have pulled off a trick like that.
Thank you, Princess.
How do you get your hair to do that all the time?
Again, I like how... I'm not going to repeat it. Nice music for the credits, though. Alright, so first of all, it was very cool to see Twilight Sparkle and... Why am I saying full names? Twilight and Starlight Glimmer back together. And for some reason I had some kind of weird feeling that that the Season 6 premiere was the only time we were going to see Starlight Glimmer again. I don't know why I was thinking that. But here we are, we get to see her again. And if that's not cool enough, we get to see Trixie again. And yes, right at the very beginning, I really like the expressions. You know how Twilight's like, "What did you like? What?" When you know, like a Starlight Glimmer was like setting the table with magic, which Twilight clearly told her not to do. Yeah, but it's very interesting to see Starlight Glimmer go through another major test like this, having to find another friend. And yeah, Trixie, for Trixie to be our new friend, when I watched the preview, I'm like, okay, I'm super hyped for this episode. Trixie's returning. Oh my, what's gonna happen now? Now, for me personally, it was actually pretty... Let me move forward. It was actually pretty sad to see that Starlight, wherever she went, whenever she tried doing something with magic, she would just cause trouble. Like, first, she made a big cake, which actually looked pretty good, but then ends up accidentally dropping it on Mrs. Cake's head and, yeah, making a mess and everything. Then, on Sweet Apple Acres, she ends up wanting a Big Mac to talk more, which is like forcing other people to do something they clearly don't, which honestly isn't very good. So I guess that's part of the reason why Applejack ended up so mad, instead of like apologetic or something. Well, willing to forgive, that's the word I'm looking for. And Yeah, it was actually personally sad for me to see that Starlight Glimmer couldn't really make a lot of friends immediately, but sometimes in the real world it's like that. Sometimes it can be hard for us to find new friends, sometimes it's kind of hard to find someone we can relate to, which explains why me as a person gets so excited whenever I meet another dude who likes My Little Pony or who is a brony, and then I want to be friends with him because we have something that we have some because we relate in that way. We have something in common that way. And yes. And as much as I have a love interest for Twilight Sparkle, just honestly, I understand the message they're trying to bring in this episode with Twilight in this episode. Like, this is clearly a flaw she has. Like, in this situation, she had a bit of, well, I mean, she had a lot of trouble trusting Starlight Glimmer to find another friend just because her first new friend was Trixie. And we all know what Trixie did in the past, which is why it's so good for Starlight and Trixie to relate to each other in that matter, which is why they made pretty good friends. But on Twilight's end, I can see why she wasn't really trusting her and why she wanted to keep a bird's eye view on their relationship at all times, you know, hiding in that bush and all. But I understand where she was coming from in that situation, because what could have happened is that Starlight could have went back to her old evil ways with Trixie, and they could have teamed up, and they could have done the same thing that Tyrek and Discord did in the Season 4 finale and caused even more trouble. So I kind of understand why Twilight didn't really want Starlight to be friends with Trixie, but still, you gotta what? You gotta give people second chances sometimes, which I obviously never got, and I was never accepted. But anyway, yeah, this episode also shows that sometimes it can be hard to like earn trust with, like, regain trust with people after something you've done. Like, that's clearly something that Starlight was afraid of in the beginning of the season. She was afraid that when Sunburst heard about her past, you know, her starting a cult with no cutie marks, and then her traveling through time to put Equestria in trouble, that he wouldn't want to be her friend after he heard about her history. But no, at one point he ended up impressed, like, oh wow, did you really travel through time? So, yeah, that also goes to show that not everybody's going to have the same reaction to your story. But in this episode, this was a very highly relatable episode to me, and yeah, it can be relatable to a lot of other people. Not me, you didn't hear that from me. How come I can't still do better reviews? But, seeing, you know, seeing the trick that Trixie always wanted to perform ever since that something Deanie magician that she remembered from that little old recording tape flashback, I bet that was like sort of Trixie's version of the Sonic Rainbow Dream, if you know where I'm trying to come from here. But this was actually a very good story. Like, this is honestly one of the episodes I'm really going to remember. And if only Master Max 888 was still with us right now, he would have loved this episode. His most favorite pony is Trixie. And to see Starlight and Trixie collide with each other in a good way in this episode, seriously, Master Max 888 would have loved this if he showed his reaction to this episode. If only he was still with us. But I liked this episode. I wouldn't say it's the best of the entire show, but I did like this episode. I really enjoyed the story in this episode. I like the idea of Trixie coming back, and yeah, like I may have said, there are some other possibilities for this episode that could have happened. It could have ended pretty bad with Trixie knowing that she couldn't really make any friends anymore. Like, of course they couldn't do that, but it's a possibility that Trixie couldn't make any real friends anymore and she would have had to leave Ponyville again. Or, like Twilight was worried about, Starlight and Trixie could have teamed up in evil forces and caused even more magic-related trouble. Those were a couple of possibilities that could have happened in this episode. But I am pretty satisfied with this episode's ending. And yeah, I wonder if we're going to get any future episodes that have, like, Starlight and Trixie in it. And I also really liked how we got to see, like, the background ponies in this episode. We got to see Vinyl Scratch in the bushes with Twilight, and then we saw Derpy, and then we saw Cranky Doodle. And we saw Princess Celestia again. So yeah, another Princess Celestia appearance. I wonder what other appearance she's going to have in the show. I honestly hope that she'll get, like, a solo song in the future. Like, I am aware that the voice actor who does Princess Celestia is also the same voice actor for Zoe Trent in Littlest Pet Shop. So, I really want to hear another Celestia song in the future, but maybe that'll be part of the 2017 movie. Who knows? I don't know. But I liked this episode, and that was My Little Pony Season 6, Episode 6, 66, No Second Prances. And this was a good episode, and if Master Max 88 were still with us today, he would have loved this episode. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. If you have thoughts on this episode, please don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I look forward to seeing other reactors' reaction to this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode reaction I do. Bro hoof to everybody, and I will see you next time.